Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Perkenalkan, saya Risa Umami SPD MA. Saya merupakan salah satu dosen tetap di Politeknik Mandiri Bina Prestasi Medan dengan NIDN 0102049302. Adapun mata kuliah yang saya ampu adalah Structure and Writing 1 dengan bobot 3 SKS. Dalam proses pembelajaran, saya menggunakan metode delivery, interaction, dan assessment. Adapun capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah pengantar Structure and Writing 1 yaitu menjelaskan struktur dan tata bahasa Inggris secara lisan dan tulisan, menerapkan kaidah grammar bahasa dalam membuat kalimat dan paragraf sederhana, dan menentukan grammar yang benar dalam membuat kalimat. Dan yang terakhir adalah membuat kalimat dengan menggunakan grammar dan tenses yang sesuai dengan kalimat yang digunakan. Adapun kajian materi pembelajaran mata kuliah Structure dan Writing ini adalah yang pertama, Introduction to Structure and Writing 1. Yang kedua, Introduction to Grammar and Sentence Basics. Yang ketiga, Present Tenses. Yang keempat, Past Tenses. Yang kelima itu ada Future Tenses. Yang keenam, Noun dan Pronoun. Yang ketujuh, Article dan Determiner. Dan yang kedelapan itu adalah ujian tengah semester atau UTS. 9. Subject and Verb Agreement. 10. Paragraph Writing Basic. 11. Descriptive Paragraph. 12. Narrative Paragraph. 13. Writing Practice 1. 14. Writing Practice 2. 15 itu ada portfolio writing, dan yang ke-16 itu ujian akhir semester atau UAS. Yang pertama, adapun sistem pembelajaran yang saya lakukan adalah dengan melakukan perkenalan untuk membangun keakraban antara dosen dan mahasiswa. Yang kedua, saya melakukan brainstorming dengan harapan bisa menciptakan lingkungan yang kondusif, bebas, dan terbuka yang mendorong setiap mahasiswa untuk berperan aktif. Selanjutnya, saya membahas kontrak perkuliahan yang mana ini adalah membuat kesepakatan bersama terkait proses perkuliahan yang berjalan, termasuk topik pembelajaran dan juga tugas yang nantinya menjadi gambaran pelaksanaan perkuliahan selama 1 semester ke depan. Dalam diskusi, saya biasanya memotivasi mahasiswa untuk belajar lebih fokus dan lebih giat dan juga lebih serius. Selanjutnya, saya akan mencoba mengetahui pemahaman masing-masing mahasiswa terkait proses pembelajaran melalui tugas, kuis, dan juga presentasi. Itulah gambaran dari pembelajaran mata kuliah Structure and Writing 1. Adapun rujukan pembelajaran sebagai bentuk strategi dan proses penyampaian materi ke mahasiswa dengan menggunakan beberapa strategi, yaitu delivery, interaction, dan juga assessment. Kemudian, media online digunakan untuk mencari topik yang menarik untuk dijadikan bahan diskusi terkait materi perkuliahan, dan ini biasanya menggunakan artikel dan jurnal terkait dengan materi yang diajarkan. Biasanya, di awal pertemuan dilakukan dengan review pelajaran yang mana fungsinya untuk mengingat kembali materi-materi pembelajaran sebelumnya dan akan dilanjutkan dengan materi kuliah yang akan datang. Strategi yang kedua adalah dengan case method dan collaborate learning dengan memberikan contoh kasus secara berkolaborasi terkait dengan masalah belajar serta pemberian kuis yang dapat didiskusikan agar mahasiswa lebih semangat dan semakin termotivasi dalam mempelajari materi pembelajaran. Selanjutnya, Dalam perkuliahan, saya juga akan menggunakan saluran komunikasi yang saya gunakan. Yang pertama, menggunakan grup WhatsApp. Hal ini dilakukan untuk berinteraksi langsung dengan mahasiswa dalam menjelaskan hal-hal yang terkait dalam pembelajaran atau terkait kendala-kendala selama proses perkuliahan. Pelaksanaan asesmen dalam pembelajaran. Dalam proses ini, bagaimana cara saya melakukan evaluasi penilaian terhadap mahasiswa. Di awal pertemuan, saya menjelaskan bahwa bobot penilaian dari mata kuliah ini yaitu kehadiran 10%, tugas 10%, kuis 15%, ujian tengah semester 25%, dan ujian akhir semester 40%. Selanjutnya, saya akan menampilkan proses pembelajaran saya di kelas dengan mata kuliah Structure and Writing 1 secara tatap muka. Selamat menyaksikan. Okay, good afternoon everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you today? Okay. Hi Budsena, how are you? Okay, you are pretty good. And hopefully, actually, we are all in this class in a good condition today. Okay, so before we start our lesson today, let's pray together to our God and based on our religion. So, time for praying is started now. Finished. Okay, firstly, I will take your attendance list. Please listen your name. Ella Adeha. Michael. Okay. Nurul. And then Putri Rahelia. Okay. Izra. Okay. Sena. Okay. Thank you for your coming today. And actually, for today, it is the continuity from our last meeting, and today we are going to continue to our next topic. And our topic today is about present tenses. Before we continue to the next topic, actually, do you still remember about our last topic? Do you still remember? Yes? Okay, thank you so much. And actually, our last topic is about introduction to grammar and base structure. And for today, as I said before to you, we are going to present tenses. Okay, here some learning objectives from our topic today. The first one is explain the basic English structure orally and written. The second one is be able to differentiate about using of types of tenses on a sentences. And the third one is applying correct tenses in a sentence. And the last one is you can make a simple sentence using present tenses. Okay. Now, before we start our lesson today, I want to ask you something. Because here, there are some picture here. Do you know what they are doing in this picture? First one. Reading. Okay, very good. Second one? Writing. Okay, next. Last one? Going to school or go to school. Okay, actually this is the activity that we do in our daily activity. So I want to ask you, what is tenses? Do you know? Okay, please, Izra.
Tenses is related to time.
Okay, actually tenses is related to time. Why say it like that? Is there any comment? Okay, please.
Because tenses are activities that we always do.
Yes, activity. So in tenses, there is a relation between adverb of time and also verb or activity. Okay, here is the definition of tenses. Look at here. Tenses is the changes of verb. Okay, remember that? Caused by the changes of adverb of time. Okay, jadi kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia ini disebutkan adanya perubahan kata kerja disebabkan oleh perubahan keterangan waktu. So there is an important relation between time and verb. Jadi sangat penting sekali hubungan antara waktu dan juga kata kerja. Oke? Next we go on to the picture below. Di bawah ini kita lihat ada 3 waktu. Oke? First one is future. In tenses we say future tenses. And then there is now. Now is present. So we say present tenses. And the last one is past tenses. So there are 3 here, future tenses, present tenses, and past tenses. So for today, we are focused on present tenses. Here, there are some types of present tenses. Do you know what types of that? Apa saja jenisnya? Ada yang tahu? Yang pertama ada, first one is simple present. Second one is present continuous. Third one, present perfect. Last one, present perfect continuous. Okay, so there are 4 types of present tenses. Okay, so you can see here that simple present have the definition. First one is general truth, and the second one is habitual action. So for habitual action has adverb of time. They are today, and then usually, always, every. Okay, good. So for simple present, the formula is subject plus verb 1 or verb 1 plus s or es plus by object. Okay, the second one is present continuous. Present continuous actually is indicate an action. Okay, remember that indicate an action happening right now. Jadi terjadi sekarang. Artinya kita sebutkanlah dia dengan kata sedang. Oke. Nah, kita buat di sini adverb of time. Adverb of time, for example, is now, right now, at the moment, yes, at this time, at that time, at 7 p.m. and for etc. So the formula is subject plus to be. What to be? Is plus. Okay, very good. Verb ing. The third one is about present perfect. Nah, present perfect or present perfect continuous? Present perfect. So, present perfect is indicate an action already done or already finished. Jadi pekerjaannya sudah kita mulai dan sudah selesai. Karena di situ ada kata finished. Okay? And the adverb of time is already. What the meaning of already in Indonesia? Sudah. Jadi di situ ada kata sudah yang menunjukkan pekerjaannya sudah selesai. Okay? Another one is yet, recently, lately, since, and for. So the formula is subject plus have or has and plus verb 3. And the last one is present perfect continuous. Definition is indicate an action. Okay? Already started, berarti sudah dimulai, and still continue, dan masih berlanjut. Okay, you have to remember that still continue. So the adverb of time is since, for, and the last one is all this. So the formula is subject plus plus been. Okay, there are some 4 types of tenses for present. They are simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and also present perfect continuous. So, it is the example of that. Nah, ini dia contohnya sesuai dengan gambar yang tadi. You said before that this picture is red, right? Ah, jadi kita coba buat simple present. Berarti kalimatnya menjadi bagaimana sesuai dengan formulanya? Maka dia menjadi he reads a book. Oke. The second one, present continuous. So the sentence is he is reading a book. So you can see here. Oke, lihatlah ada perbedaan di sini. Keterangan waktu yang pertama apa? Every day. Kata every. Kemudian ada kata now. Keterangan waktunya itu digunakan untuk present continuous. So we can see here the verb from reads or verb 1 is changed into is reading. Kata kerja yang awalnya verb 1 berubah jadi to be verb in. Karena apa? Karena time signal atau keterangan waktunya berubah. Oke? Yang ketiga untuk present perfect. He has read a book recently. Baru saja atau akhir-akhir ini. And the last one is he has been reading a book for 3 hours. And this is the example of present perfect continuous. Do you understand? Yes, okay. Before we continue, is there any question from my explanation before? Okay, please. For Sufi.
Why in the first sentence using he reads, not he read?
Oh, okay. Actually, it is a good question, I think. So your friend asks, why he reads, not he read. Jadi kalau kita buat ke dalam bahasa Indonesia, kenapa pakai reads, ada S-nya, kenapa nggak read aja? Ada yang bisa jawab? Who can answer? No one? So the reason is because the subject is he. Okay? In a sentence, if there is a he and then she and also it, the verb should be added by S. Oke, jadi harus ditambahkan dengan huruf S. Yang aturannya write jadi writes, maka read jadi reads. Kalau I pakai S atau tidak? No. Yes, very good. So for Sufi, do you understand? Okay, thank you Sufi. Another question please. Ada lagi? Okay, Sena please.
Then from the explanation, it means if I want to say saya sedang makan in English,
Ya.
must be I'm eating.
Uh-uh.
Or if I use I eat, is it correct?
Okay, very good. I think for sentence saya sedang makan, itu ada clue-nya. Kata apa? Sedang. Sedang itu berarti sekarang. Tensesnya tadi apa namanya? Present continuous. Jadi kalau present continuous, the formula is to be plus verb be. So the sentence must be I am eating. Like that. Okay, thank you Sena. Another one? Ada lagi? Okay, please Izra. Ya?
Is the difference between present perfect and present perfect continuous?
Okay, for present perfect and present perfect continuous. Actually, for the second here, actually just the same, but the difference is, if present perfect, the sentence has finished. Kalimatnya berarti sudah selesai. But present perfect continuous, the sentence is or the activity is still continue, masih berlanjut. Contohnya saja, kita buat dalam bahasa Indonesia biar mudah kalian imajinasikan. Sudah makan belum hari ini? Kalian semuanya, sudah makan belum? Sudah makan siang belum? Sudah. Saat ini masih makan siang?
Tidak.
Berarti sudah selesai. Maka present perfect. Oke, kita lanjutkan. Sudah belajar present tenses nggak hari ini? Sudah. Sudah selesai belum? Masih berlanjut? Itulah dia present perfect continuous. Okay, I think that is the explanation about the questions from Izra. So Izra, do you understand? Okay, thank you. We go on to the last page. I think to the next page. Okay. Here we go. This is the quiz. Okay, the quiz here, make sentences based on 4 types of tenses according to the photos. So here there are 3 photos. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. As you said before, number 1 is write, number 2 is cook, and the third one is go to school. So who can make into sentences? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? Siapa yang bisa kira-kira? Nurul bisa? Oke, bisa. What number? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? Simple present. Okay, for number 1? Okay, he writes a letter every. Okay, good. Second one? Present continuousnya. Present continuousnya. Berarti he is writing a letter. Okay, very good. The third one, present perfect. He. Okay, kita perbaiki ya. He has wrote a letter recently. Okay, good. Last one, present perfect continuous. So the formula have used have or has plus been plus verb ing. So the sentence is he has been writing a letter for 3 hours. Very good. This is for number 1. Give applause. Number 2, who can? Number 2? Okay, Sana, please. Number 2. Yeah?
My mom cooks in the kitchen.
Okay. Cooks in the kitchen every day. There is adverb of time every. Okay, good. Second sentence.
My mom is cooking in the kitchen at 7 a.m.
Yes, there is at. So the verb is to be plus verb ing. Is cooking. Third one, present perfect.
My mom has cooked in the kitchen lately.
Okay, good. Last one.
My mom has been cooking in the kitchen for
Okay, very good. Thank you, Sena. Give Sena applause. Last one for number 3. Who can answer? Okay, please.
for present, they always go to school together.
Always. So adverb of time in the sentence is always. Actually, always is adverb of time from simple present. So we use go. Okay, good. Present continuous.
They are going to school together right now.
Okay, they are going to be plus verb ing. Very good. Third one.
They have gone to school together already.
Okay, very good. And the last one.
They have been going to school together.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for Stephanie. Okay, for these 3 pictures actually, do you understand and can you make into your own sentences? Sudah bisa nggak kira-kira? Buat kalimat sendiri, memahami penggunaan dari tenses itu, sudah bisa kira-kira? Sudah? Oke, kalau sudah, nah kita lanjutkan ke kesimpulan, the summary. Okay, I will read here the summary of our topic today. Tenses are used in making a sentence where there is important relation between the changes of adverb and also the adverb of time. Okay, and then you have to know and you have to remember that there are 4 types of present tenses. What are they? Okay, second one, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. So you have to remember the using of adverb of time and the use of verb. Actually, the formula of tenses. Okay, so for assignment, you may scan the barcode. Boleh di scan barcode-nya. Nanti tugasnya boleh dikerjakan langsung dari barcode tersebut. Sudah ada tugas yang sudah input di dalamnya ya. So send the assignment to me on Monday. Okay? Finished? Okay. Nah, here is the closing reflection. So for this time, because the material has already teach to you, so I want you. Jadi mem pengen coba selain dari gambar yang tadi, selain dari gambar kalimat yang tadi, bisa nggak kira-kira buat kalimat sendiri dengan menggunakan simple present, present continuous, present perfect, dan juga present perfect continuous. Siapa yang bisa? Oh ya, oke, very good. Please, Stephanie. This is the marker. Okay. Make the sentence. Okay. For simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Because as I said before to you, our first goal in learning present tenses or our topic today is you can make a simple sentence by using present tenses. Jadi tujuan kita yang pertama di sini adalah kalian bisa menggunakan tenses itu sendiri dalam kalimat sehari-hari. Kalian bisa membuat kalimat sendiri menggunakan bahasa Inggris sesuai dengan tenses yang sudah kita pelajari. Okay, let's check together. Is it correct or not? Okay, for the first sentence. My brother play the game every morning. So you can see here, the adverb of time is every. So the name of tenses is simple present. So the verb must be used verb 1. Pakai S atau tidak? No, why? Yes, because the subject is plural. Okay, right. The second one, number 2. At this morning, at this moment, at this time. Kalau ada at this-nya berarti menunjukkan tensesnya adalah present continuous. So the formula is to be plus verb ing, are playing. Very good. Number 3, my brothers have played the game lately. Is it correct? Benarkah ini? Benar. So, adverb of time is lately. So, the formula is have plus verb 3. And the last one, is it correct?
Yes.
Yes, there is 4. Okay? So, the formula is have plus been plus verb ing. So, congratulations for Stephanie. Give Stephanie applause. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Thank you for your coming. Thank you for your attention actually. And don't forget to do your assignment. And see you next week. Demikianlah video pembelajaran ini saya persembahkan dalam unjuk karya PDD UKTPT dalam memenuhi sertifikasi dosen tahun 2026. Semoga bermanfaat untuk mahasiswa dan umumnya masyarakat. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.